For as long as anyone can remember, Mount Shasta has been regarded as a gateway to another world, a place where lights shine that do not belong to the sun, where figures move without leaving footprints, and where the only answer to every question is absolute silence. From strange rituals carried out deep within the forest to the eyes of people whose names have never appeared on any census records. From a city said to be constructed from light to beings believed capable of reading minds, this video will uncover every mystery that surrounds Mount Shasta. So, fasten your seatbelt as we dive into today's mystery. But first, you'll have incredible luck if you like and subscribe before this video ends. There are mountains that exist merely as geographic symbols, but then there are those that carry with them the weight of an entire mythology. Mount Shasta is one of the rare few. Surrounded by the wilderness of Northern California, this majestic peak is not only a natural wonder, but also the center of one of the most surreal legends in the United States. That legend speaks of a city hidden deep beneath the mountain, inhabited by a mysterious race, the Lemurians, whose intelligence far exceeds the boundaries of our time. Who are they? Where did they come from? And what has allowed Mount Shasta to maintain its status for decades as a sacred and mysterious sanctuary where the line between reality and legend becomes strangely thin? With an elevation of over 14,000 feet, roughly 4,300 meters, Mount Shasta rises vertically from the lush green valley below, unaccompanied by any surrounding ranges, appearing as a mythical pillar erupting from the earth itself. Its solitude and overwhelming height create an otherworldly feeling, as if Shasta does not quite belong to this world. On clear days, it can be seen from as far as 140 miles away. For centuries, the image of this silent peak has inspired painters, poets, explorers, and those drawn to the unknown, making it a symbol of the mysterious. The native peoples, from the Wintu and Modoc to the Shasta tribe, have always regarded this mountain as sacred, believing it to be the dwelling place of ancient spirits and beings beyond the human realm. Legends passed down through generations have made Mount Shasta one of the greatest centers of spiritual energy in the United States, with one story standing out above the rest. That story tells of a city hidden beneath the mountain, and an ancient race with knowledge beyond our understanding. Thus begins the legend of the Lemurians and the city of Telos. For centuries, mystics and spiritual seekers have shared tales of a glorious civilization called Lemuria, said to have been buried by time and ocean. Unlike Atlantis, known from ancient Greek texts, Lemuria appeared later in lore but is no less mysterious, tied to a cataclysmic event that destroyed it. According to legend, survivors of Lemuria embarked on a divine exodus, choosing Mount Shasta as their new sanctuary, where they built the hidden city of Telos. Telos was not just a place to live, but a symbol of advanced knowledge. The Lemurians were described as beings over 7 feet tall, with luminous white skin and radiant hair. Their graceful presence, gemstone-studded collars, and flowing white robes gave them an aura that felt divine and otherworldly. What made the Lemurians captivating was not just their appearance, but the technology they possessed, mastering energy forms unknown to modern science. They were said to manipulate gravity, electromagnetism, and even time and space, traveling in cigar-shaped aerial ships that vanished in the blink of an eye. Inside Telos, a network of tunnels glowed with crystalline energy, with chambers adorned in precious metals and intricately carved stone. Telos was a living symbol of harmony between intellect, technology, and spirit, according to those who claim to have seen it in meditation or spiritual visions. The Lemurians reportedly had a third eye, allowing them to read thoughts, move objects with intention, and even become invisible at will. Their image reflects humanity's longing for harmony with nature, wisdom beyond our age, and a culture free from modern destruction. If true, Telos may not be forgotten, but waiting for someone destined to find it. A legend brought to life by a young man named Frederick Spencer Oliver. In 1883, while staking mining claims near Mount Shasta, teenager Oliver experienced a life-changing moment that shaped the Lemurian legend. One afternoon, his hand began to tremble uncontrollably, writing strange words he didn't control, marking the start of a mysterious phenomenon. Frightened, Oliver returned home, but his hand continued to write cryptic messages, filling pages with the help of his mother. By 1895, the manuscript was complete, titled A Dweller on Two Planets, which Oliver claimed was transmitted by a Lemurian being. Through automatic writing, Oliver described Telos in vivid detail, corridors lit by crystal light, doors retracting into stone, and rooms plated in gold. Telos was an architectural paradise, powered by energies akin to quantum theory, with cigar-shaped ships and magnetic levitation systems. Written in the late 19th century, these bold descriptions astonished scientists, as Oliver believed he was guided to reveal a hidden world. After Oliver's death in 1899, his mother published the book in 1905, sparking fascination among esoteric and metaphysical communities. For believers, A Dweller on Two Planets is a gateway to a world where the Lemurians and Telos are not legend, but reality waiting to be discovered. The book's 1905 release ignited controversy among scholars and mystics, but the legend grew stronger decades later with new mysteries. In 1931, Harvey Spencer Lewis, under the pseudonym Wisher S. Serve, expanded the Lemurian tale, linking Telos to Atlantis and Egypt. To Lewis, Mount Shasta was a dimensional gateway, a sanctuary for a race with knowledge humanity had forgotten. From the 1950s to 1980s, metaphysical groups flocked to Shasta, drawn by the legend, believing a doorway might reveal itself to the sincere. Many claim to encounter tall, robed beings with knowing eyes, moving through the forest with timeless grace. Some groups believe the Lemurians communicated through brainwaves or vivid dreams, sharing forgotten human history. Others reported healings during meditation or guidance by beings of light in crystal-lit caverns, though skeptics dismiss these as fantasy. The lack of proof only made Shasta more alluring, as legends resurface through unexplained events rather than scientific validation. In 1932, Edward Lancer reported a brilliant light erupting from Shasta's southern slope, witnessed while on a train. A train attendant claimed it was the Lemurians performing a ritual, prompting Lancer to investigate further with locals. Locals spoke of a secret community, with Lemurians appearing in towns to buy salt and sulfur, paying with gold bars. They vanished without revealing their origins, and some claimed the light was a ritual honoring the lost continent of Lemuria. In 1940, Professor Edward Larkin spotted a massive marble temple through his telescope, which later vanished without a trace. Larkin's detailed account echoed Oliver's book, leaving many to wonder if the Lemurian legend could be real. Stories persist of tall, robed figures vanishing at the forest's edge, suggesting the Lemurians occasionally emerge into our world. In 1970, campers at Panther Springs saw a tall woman bathe in a stream, then silently disappear into the forest. Some tales describe Lemurians aiding humans, like a stranger who revived a farmer's barren land with an unknown cultivation method. Another story tells of a man who fixed a stranded family's car on a cold mountain road, then vanished without a trace. Dr. Dorial claimed to find a vast cavern lit by an artificial sun, with carved stone slabs and glowing crystals, though he felt watched. In the 1960s, a man collapsed during a climb and awoke in a golden chamber tended by a tall Lemurian before returning to where he fell. The most famous account is J.C. Brown's 1904 discovery of a hidden tunnel leading to chambers with statues, crystals, and mummified remains. The mummies, 6 to 10 feet tall, wore gold and bronze, unlike any known civilization, and Brown planned an expedition in 1934. On the eve of the expedition, Brown vanished, and his cave became a legend, with some claiming the Lemurians sealed its entrance. These stories, though unproven, continue to inspire wonder about the Lemurians and their hidden city of Telos. Are they survivors of a lost continent, messengers from another dimension, or simply the product of human imagination? Whatever the truth, Mount Shasta remains a place of enduring mysteries, waiting for someone to unravel its secrets. You may not believe every story, but if this tale sparked wonder about the unknown, share your thoughts in the comments below. Stay with us as we continue exploring the mysteries that remain unanswered. And don't forget to subscribe and turn on notifications. We'll see you in the next story.